feel good.
Why do you feel good? We need to... Actually, you want to do an intro first?
Yes, welcome. Pew, 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 pew. Episode
4.
4.
5? 4. 4.
4. Episode 4, Before Dawn podcast. I am your very selfish, very defensive, very protective, very...
Protective of what?
Passionate host, Abiz,
Okay.
with your favorite rapper in the world.
Great.
Great. The reason why I say passionate, the reason why I say defensive is because we have been getting some backlash, my friend.
What?
Yes, that's right.
Tell me.
So a few people
Yeah.
have been reaching out to me and speaking about how, before all that, disclaimer. We should do this disclaimer, and I feel like we should put this in the front of every single episode.
Okay.
We are people who are very much in love with the things that we speak about, music as a whole. This is a music podcast. We love the artists, mostly the artists that we speak about. And because we're so passionate, because we spend so much time working on analyzing every little thing that these creators do, you tend to have some kind of biases. You tend to have some kind of personal or emotional connection.
Wait, are you popping off from the beginning?
No, this is not a pop-off.
Okay.
But I could.
No, don't.
If we...
Don't.
So, because of those things, I feel like it may come off as we're being protective, we're being defensive about certain things, but there is no hate over here. When we speak about some of these artists, we're not trying to trash them. We're not trying to put them in a bad light. No, we're actually fans of this. We love it. We've spent so much time trying to analyze every single thing that these artists and these creators do. Because of that, there's some kind of involvement, some kind of a connection that we have. So anything that you listen to that might seem like it's in a bad light or we're trying to trash people, it's none of that. We're just having a good time. We're talking about the things that we love.
I know what you're talking about, and I see you.
There are a lot of people. Yeah. Look, there.
I see one of you.
Having said all that, let's trash these people. Let's go.
The artists or the people that are talking trash?
The artists.
Right. Just to start off our ritual of every episode.
Okay.
600 million plays on Spotify. Fastest hip hop song to reach 600 million plays on Spotify. Dethroning
God's Plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
So you're talking about Not Like Us
Not
by
Like
Kendrick.
Us.
Yes. I did hear about it. I don't know when this is going to stop. I don't know when this whole Kendrick... it just keeps going.
Look,
man.
It's finished. It's more like... it's the aftershock. You know when there's an earthquake? There's these tremors that happen afterwards? This is it. It's just the aftershock. And, it's part of it.
If we're talking about that, actually...
Yes.
Did you see DJ Scheme playing Not Like Us in Toronto?
Yes, I did. There's so much going on about this. That one of it, and that was nice. But there was this whole article about, they did an investigation because there's rumors that there's DJs in Houston that are, well, the report goes that they've been told not to play Not Like Us. Because of Drake's, affiliation with some of these places in Houston, because, Houston girls, and all that. But then they went around and they asked, they're like, no one's asking us not to play Not Like Us.
All right, okay, you know what? Actually, let's get into this. Let's start. Our first topic of the day.
What?
This whole Drake and Kendrick beef, okay?
How much more are you gonna?
All right. Okay. So let me tell you what's happened.
Tell me what's happened.
Last podcast or the one before that, we told you guys a bit about how Schoolboy Q got rejected entry. His show got canceled in Toronto. Obviously, Schoolboy Q is homie with Kendrick, so that didn't work out. At that point, someone tweeted to an artist named Sir. Sir is signed to TDE.
Oh, okay.
And-
I didn't know Sir got involved in all this.
So someone tweeted saying, hey, buddy. Hello, Mr. Artist. Just a
Yeah.
fan here.
Yeah.
Don't you have a show in Toronto very soon?
Are you serious?
And then Sir was like, I'm not involved in any of
He,
this.
no, he said, Sir.
He's
Sir.
like, Sir.
Sir.
So Sir was like, I'm not involved in any of this. And he mostly just disregarded that tweet.
Okay.
Couple weeks later, Sir's show got cancelled
Seriously?
in Toronto. You guessed it. You guessed it.
What does Sir have to do anything
So, Sir,
with this whole thing?
again, Sir,
Sir,
is signed to TDE.
Sir,
Is signed
you're
to
not listening.
No, but that's what I'm trying to
I
tell
know,
you.
but like, that's next level. What's the word?
Look, there's a lot of... There's... Last time as well, I told you. We need to stop looking at it from our point of view and
Right.
look at it from his point of view.
It's
Yes.
very hard to look at things from his point of view.
It's not, and I'll tell you how to look at it from his point
Just
of view.
remember how I was in sixth grade.
No.
Okay.
Okay. See, the thing is, this may be a little more difficult for you specifically.
Yeah, maybe because I don't care.
And
Like,
because of our whole
Yeah.
conversation about
Yeah.
you not being sensitive last time. Yes, but
no, I'm just giving dead eyes because
So
just look into my eyes and
you
tell me,
have
do you
to-
see anything?
you have to go overboard with the sensitivity.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like-
That's what I mean. I need to go back to when I was in sixth grade.
Okay, I want you to be as sensitive as you've ever been in your life
Right now.
at this very moment.
All right.
And imagine you just got called what? You had all that happen.
Yeah.
You got called certified
I
lover boy.
guess it makes sense. I would pretend that I've never been happier and say let's move on. Everything's cool, and accidentally cancel some shows.
Exactly. Now,
Alright, fine.
Now here's the thing. What I learned from all of this is number one, this man is actually a national treasure for these people.
I know.
The power that you need to have to cancel. Because look, you need to understand something. When it's a show, we look at it as outsiders and you're just like, oh, it's a show. There are so many people involved in making a show happen.
Yeah.
There is so much money flowing around, so many sponsorships that are happening, and all of it canceled. And the organizers, everyone needs to face a loss because these artists, last time you asked me, are they getting paid or not?
Yeah.
And I told you, most likely there's an upfront fee and then there's a no
like
show
a
fee.
booking fee.
Sir got paid all his fee. That's what he said, at least. That's what he said, allegedly. He got paid all of it. Now look at the losses that the organizers had to face.
Yeah, but wait, did they give out a justification this time?
No, it's the same as last time. It's like,
Just,
do what you want. You're not coming. What are you going to do about it?
Hey man, their loss.
Who's lost?
Hey sir, Toronto as a city, you want to be one of the cities, a music city. You want to be like the location where people have to perform, to be on the scene, to be on their world tour. Then if you're not gonna let people perform in your city, then fine, just do your shows in your small in your backyard, and that's it. Make your city a music city all by yourself.
I think it's not Toronto versus music. I think it's
Not Toronto versus music. That's not what I'm saying.
No, you were saying Toronto's at loss here, right?
Yeah, they are, because you're gonna start rejecting artists, like bona fide artists, from performing because your feelings got hurt.
If they TDE, yeah.
Man, it's too early for me to start swearing, but you know what I'm saying.
It's okay. I'll
It's
beep
okay.
it.
It's okay.
So again, I don't know if it makes sense to me. I don't know if that's how I would react had I lost any kind of beef, which had me thinking there are some people that are close to that camp of you, I mean,
Yeah.
that are talking about how losing the beef wasn't the problem. Apparently, no one is upset about losing the beef.
Apparently.
Yes. Again, I'm just reading things. And listening to people who know people who know people. It's the pedophile thing that's a problem.
You know, you're only upset about things when there's some truth to them. Like if you're accused about something, and if you're like, all right, okay, then people are talking shit.
You know?
What?
Wait. Speaking of, this is actually a great segue.
If
You're upset about. You said you're upset about things when there's truth to it, right?
No, I don't mean personally. Like
Not
in general,
you,
when people talk, when people spread news or rumors, most of the time you can tell by their reaction if it's real or not.
I would like to interrupt this episode of the Before Dawn podcast.
Why do you have to make my life so difficult?
Why?
For editing.
No, you're not gonna cut this out. You're gonna keep all of this.
All right, okay.
I need to interrupt this episode real quick for a couple of minutes.
Then around that time, so then Nipsey dies. And I sit on a plane next to Punch, random as hell. We're headed to J. Cole's festival. And he's like, you ever talk to Kendrick?
First of all, it wasn't random as hell. Don't lie, Big Sean. You intentionally picked that seat.
And I'm like, no, I never. I know it ain't shit there, but no, we never really spoke. Then around that time, like that day, or maybe the day before that, or the week or day within that same time period,
all lies.
Leaked shit happened. It was a leaked verse, and it said what you said.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, nigga.
Is this interview with Charlamagne?
Yes. All right. So what he just spoke about, the leaked around the time that he met Punch, is when the whole leaked Punch again, TDE, Big Sean having subliminal bars dropped between him and Kendrick.
But you know what he says at the still in the interview, right? That if he has to go against Kendrick, he's ready.
Yes. I'm gonna get to that.
Okay,
I'm gonna get to that. But okay, so now we know he went and sat next to. We're gonna break this down piece by piece.
All right.
He goes and he sits next to Punch, intentionally picking the seat. And then around that time is when the leaked verse on Element drops.
Okay.
Element is off of Damn, which came out 2018, I believe. 18 or 19 max, but 18, I think. Let's continue.
Yes.
Said it wasn't shit and it was something. So you got me looking crazy.
But maybe he prepared something just like the same way you were thinking. He was like, let me get my nukes just in case too.
Right, but the thing is that song came out and he changed that bar, right? So that wasn't on the song anymore. It was a leaked verse. So I had to keep that in mind because I was pissed when I heard it. So then I'm like, okay, he changed that on his own. So he probably came to the conclusion that it was nothing. So then then me and him talk. And I got the text on my phone. And he's like, I might pull the text out and
Let's
read
hear it.
I need y'all to focus.
Oh, I ain't even got somebody else got my phone.
Somebody grab Sean's phone.
I essentially...
No need to misquote him.
Yeah, I ain't trying to misquote shit. Because I don't give a fuck that much to misquote a nigga.
And how long ago was this?
You don't want to misquote him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can read my stuff, too.
You want me to read it?
No. I don't think we should read it because I think that's kind of like bitch made, but I want you to kind of like see...
So he says, you can read it, but don't read it out loud.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of personal, but I just want you to see.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to psychoanalyze Big Sean tonight.
The sentiment of it. Oh, boy.
This is how he reads.
And then this is him. What up, Champ? Yes, we're in great grievance.
That's real?
Wrongly. So, in a sense, I don't want to say it. He apologized in a sense for going that far, and for that shit coming out, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to show you that because, in a sense, he apologized, right?
Yeah.
So if Kendrick apologized for that same leak that I heard prematurely, right, that he didn't use, it's like then it leaks fully later, right? And
Yeah,
people
what's
hear
your
it.
point?
We already discussed it.
Why are you talking to
Then
him?
he said, appreciate the shout out on the Nipsey song.
Mm-hmm.
I already addressed it on the song with Nip. Lack of communication and wrong information for people fueled by the ego is like mixing flames with diesel.
That's what he said to you in the.
No, that's what I said on the song with Nipsey.
All right, enough of you, Sean.
It sounded like he
So-
said the same thing.
Yeah.
Look, normally
Yeah.
people like to any normal fan of hip-hop would listen to this and be like, okay, so Kendrick apologized to Big Sean, and that's cool. But that's not what we do over here. Over here, because we're on a podcast,
And we're conspiracy theorists.
we're conspiracy theorists. On top of that, we're people, remember this disclaimer, I said we're passionate, we care about this. What I hear is something very different.
What are you hearing?
What I hear is, okay, remember what you said, you're only upset about something where there's some kind of truth to it.
Yeah, you normally, like, if someone accuses you of anything, and if it's false, if you know it's false, it normally doesn't get to you. But the moment you're accused of something and there is some truth to it, you know, you start to sweat. It becomes obvious. People are too defensive.
Okay, cool. Now, that verse came out in 2018,
Yeah.
and in 2024, when he has an album rollout, he says, Kendrick apologized to me. And he clearly wants us to know that
Yeah.
Kendrick apologized.
Yes.
He then goes on, and I'm not going to play any more of that, but he then goes on to say that he doesn't care what people think.
I think it's a combination of like his album rollout, and at the same time, yeah, it's just probably some fabricated, because most likely Kendrick is not gonna come out and say bullshit.
Oh no, that's not what I'm trying to go
Then
for,
what are
whether
you going
there's
for?
truth or...
What?
I'm saying, what do you learn about Big Sean's personality from this one interview?
Oh.
Yep. Because I learned things. What I see is, this is someone, and look, usually you and I have these kind of conversations and I tell you things that I pick up of people. And I said something about Kendrick as well when he was, initially when they first started the beef between Kendrick and Drake. I had some thoughts on how Drake should maneuver,
Yeah.
on what point he should attack.
Yeah.
Because again, I love this thing so much that I these guys are like heroes to me. They're like superheroes to me, you know? So I learn everything about them. What I'm hearing is you basically are bringing out this whole thing from back in 2018 because you want to make noise about it now, because you want to kind of ride off of the whole
wave.
Drake and
Yeah.
Kendrick wave, so that you get some views off of on your new album that's coming out. When you know that the one thing Kendrick has been going at you for is the fact that you are so you're toying around his name. You know, you're like, you don't basically have the balls to go up and attack directly.
Yeah. All bark, no bite.
All bark, no bite. And this is something, now here's the thing. All bark, no bite is something you need to be very careful about, that sentiment towards you if you're a rapper. Is that not what broke J. Cole?
Yeah.
And that is a sentiment that we never had towards even the softer rappers, whether it's Drake, Fabulous, whoever, you know these guys will bite.
Yeah.
Because you've seen it happen. With Big Sean, the thing is, when you do something like this, it shows me more and more that you are actually just stuck in a loop. You're stuck in your head, man. You're just there thinking that, oh, he apologized to me and I'm above this and that, and he can't do nothing to me. And then he goes on to say, what at the end of the...
He comes on and he says, oh, you know, if it was me versus Kendrick, I'm ready. I'm like basically ready. I'm like, okay.
Man, so you want Charlemagne to read it, the text from Kendrick, but then you don't want people to read the text out loud. You don't want it announced. You don't want it read out loud. But then you come and you say, I don't care I don't care what people think about it. Okay, so if you actually had something between the two of you, which was a misunderstanding, as you guys said, it was egos and this and that. All right, cool. So it was done. Finish. Stand up and say what it's done. But clearly, he's bothered by, and this is actually the core of my point. He is bothered by people saying there's something between you and Kendrick has a problem with you. It bothers him so much that people think that way, and he needs to come out and speak about it. So now apply that whole thing that you said about, aren't you bothered when there's some truth to things?
So you're saying there is some truth to it?
I think there's a lot of truth to it, and I will look. Actually, you know what?
What?
This is a good time for me to get a step deeper even. There are singers that are classically trained who will tell you, and I've said this to you also.
I don't know where this is heading, but go on.
When you're about to see how much of a fan I am.
Okay.
When you sing, have control over your tone. Because when you don't have that control on your tone, it shows your personality. Do you remember we spoke about this?
Yes.
There's an Indian singer, his name is Sonu Nigam. He is the one who, so he does a lot of like tutorials and all on, but he's a legend, like an Indian legend as a singer. And he said, when you sing with control. Don't just, I'm a day to never be. No.
Was that a double entendre by the way?
Oh, yeah. You need to be in control because your personality shows in those little nuances that you do. Nuances? How do you say it?
Nuances.
In the little accents that you have on certain notes, the tone shows it. And I'm a firm believer of this, that a person's personality will show in his tone. What did you say last time about Big Sean's biggest problem?
He sounds the same constantly.
And this, to me, further adds on to the point that I'm trying to make about him. His personality, what it is, he shows it to us in his interviews. He shows it to you in his tone. He's stuck in his head, and he is. Now I'm not going to speak about Big Sean. I'm going to talk about people that are like that, where they have certain beliefs that they're just stuck in it, and they're trying. And I saw Joel Ortiz do this. Did you see the whole thing about Joel Ortiz's album coming out?
No. He's dropping an album?
No, this was a while back. But he went on what's the Instagram Live called? Instagram Live. That's what it's called.
Yes.
Yeah. He went on Instagram Live, Joel Ortiz, because Royce and Joe Budden were talking about how Slaughterhouse had a deal that was brought to the table.
Yeah.
By Crooked Eye. Brought a deal to the table that we should sign when they were done with Shady and all. We should sign with this and that. And Joe Budden, being himself, was like, guys, don't look at the upfront payments. Let's figure out what is the commercials, what's the percentage breakdown, all of that. In all of that, obviously the deal never went through. Joe Budden retired, this and that. Joel Ortiz and Crooked Eye put out an album basically just like shitting on the entire Slaughterhouse legacy and talking about the rise and the fall of Slaughterhouse, where, it went down to shit because of people's egos and this and that, this and that. So they're on Instagram Live talking about it. Joel Ortiz comes in and he's like, yo, what's going on, this and that. And Joe Budden's like, yo, we love you. Royce is like, we love you, man. But what happened, what you guys are saying is not the truth. But we love you. Joel's like, all right, if you love me, then tell people on your podcast to go listen to my new album. And Joe Budden's like, oh, suck my dick. What do you mean? I'm not going to tell people what kind. And obviously Joel Ortiz gets upset and he bounces off. He drops out the call. Try and connect the dots. Look at the similarities between personalities. Look at what kind of attitudes that are happening when you start looking at people's traits that they show you here and there, all of a sudden it makes sense now why when we say, oh, Big Sean is at the top of his game today in terms of lyricism.
Yeah, just that.
Why is it just that? Exactly. It starts to show.
Because as many other people, honestly, he's not him. That's one. He's not him. And there's a lot of whackness that surrounds him, I feel like.
Yeah.
You can rap really good, or you can sing really good, or you can make good music videos, or you can do whatever you can do. If the aura is not there, then
Yeah, man.
whackness.
Personality can be bought.
Yeah.
And I'm at an age now where I can I don't know if it's age or it's experience, what it is, but I'm at a place in life.
Can't handle the whackness.
But that's one. But I feel like I've always not been able to handle the whackness. It's just that I didn't have the lens to see it clear enough.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of picking up on now.
Yeah, because like especially now there's a lot of smoke and mirrors when it comes to everything. But I feel like more and more especially after this beef, everyone's being put in their place.
Man, shout out Cat Williams, bro. Remember when Cat Williams said all the truth shall be revealed in 2024?
Really? Did he say that?
Yeah, did you not see that? That
No.
kind of blew up. Cat Williams said
Shout out to Cat Williams.
Yeah. Shout out Cat Williams for sure.
Yes.
And
And what?
our greats, our MVPs, whether or not you're MVP today or you've been at some point, we need to stop these rollouts. We need to stop these cloud chasing rollouts for no reason. And also there's a part of me because I'm so, I don't know if the right word is inspired. I'll say inspired. I'm so inspired by the stories behind some of these artists and how they made it to the positions that they're in.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, do you not realize the position that you're in? You have the freedom to really solidify yourself as one of the greatest of all time. The platform is there.
Relax, but okay.
You can though. You can if you have it and you see again. That's
Are we talking about specifically about Big Sean? Or
Big Sean
in general?
specifically.
All right, fine.
Big Sean specifically.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, look, you have a point in saying because whether he has it in him or not, I'm not gonna speak on it. I don't know. I haven't seen him unlock.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. When you're in such positions, instead of putting your focus on these things, man, actually go put your focus on the music. Go put your focus on.
But I feel like because he isn't the center of attention, I don't know why he's choosing this route. There's so many routes you could have taken of, like you said, a proper rollout. I think it's a really poor choice and it shows character or the lack of.
Yeah.
By choosing to use this as your attention seeker, as your rollout it's whackness. It just brings out the whackness.
You know when this is not for Big Sean, this is for anyone. You know when an artist says, "I'd be ready if me or whoever was supposed to go.
Yeah,
I'd be ready." You know what hits harder is when the people say he would have been ready. That hits harder. So don't say it, show it.
Yeah.
Again, disclaimer is at the beginning of the episode. We love all these artists. We're not trying to trash them. We're passionate.
Well, you think someone's gonna come at us because we trashing Big Sean?
Man, people came at me because they thought I was trashing Eminem. People came at me for thinking, not for thinking, but for trashing Cole.
Let me ask you though, are you ready?
Huh?
Are you ready?
What for?
If they come?
No, they did.
Are you ready?
No.
Look, I was saying it's just like you said. It's because we love them and love what they do.
Yeah,
they're in a position to be scrutinized. Like that's part of the. You want to be an artist. You want to drop music. Yes, as soon as it drops, when someone makes an album, as soon as it drops, it does not belong to them anymore. It belongs to me. It belongs to you. It belongs to all of us.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So as soon as it comes out, and if I have something to say about the music, the work, or the artist, and especially when we talk about these artists, it's coming from a place of respect and love because we love these guys.
Exactly.
If you want a prime example, look at the segment we did on Eminem, and then look at the trash album that we, not the trash, the album with Segway.
Yes.
You know what's the highest rated hip hop album this
I
year?
like how you didn't even finish your last point, but
You
sure.
get my point. My point, yeah. The difference, like when we're talking about Eminem's album that dropped, and then we're talking about, If You Love Her, All Due Respect to You. But Ice Spice, hey man, if you like it, that's all you. Like I said, it came out, it belongs to me, and I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
You know what's the highest rated hip hop album this year is?
Ice Spice?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
7.6 on yourself.com. I don't even remember what the website's called.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
What?
Remember how we spoke about last episode where I was snapping and you cut me off?
Yeah.
When I was saying that don't be following these.
Yes. No. But that's the thing.
I know it's a troll. I know they're
surpri-
trolling.
I'm really no. But every like big website, those music reviewing websites, I don't even remember names. They're all posting this, but then when you hear what the public are saying, at least maybe on TikTok the vibe is different. But anyone that's commenting on these reviews are as bamboozled as I am. How is this the highest rated hip hop album?
Because Complex and whoever is a business.
I know.
That review. What was it? Source Magazine?
Yes.
Microphones? Guys, I feel like sometimes I'm the only one. These things can be bought.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I know. It's still
It's a business.
yeah.
And if you want to know to what extent it can be bought, look at DJ Khaled.
That's true.
Look at him not opening his mouth.
Yeah.
Anything can be bought.
Madness. Did you listen to the JPEG Mafia album?
Yes, I did. But I think you should start.
I will start. I am so happy. You say you miss metal? I mean, it's not metal, but we live in a world where there was a time where you used to get punished for sounding like everyone else. That time is not here anymore. Now it's just like the formula. You got to sound like this. You got to do this the certain way for it to pop off and for you to get a 7.6 and then do great. I feel like JPEG Mafia did what I wanted. I loved it. It's really good. Like there's so much talent and work and vision that went into this, and I love it.
JPEG Mafia, you're never gonna make it on anyone's top 5 list ever.
No one cares. So what? Wait,
JPEG Mafia,
what?
I would not give a shit if you stop making music.
What?
JPEG Mafia,
Wait, hold
I
on.
hate you for the 20 minutes that you wasted of my life.
Wait, why?
On that album.
It's more than 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I played 20 minutes
Why
and
did
I
you
stopped.
wait? Okay, explain yourself.
Here's the thing. Look, if you...
It's off the rails. I'm gonna say that.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
actually expound on that.
No, it's off. It's. He's giving you. I wouldn't call it an original sound, but he's giving you something that's not a rinse and repeat. There's thought and work, and I don't know. It sounds like a collective vision, and I like it.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool that you
It's
like
mine.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can like it.
Okay.
I'm saying it may be the worst set of songs I've ever heard in my life. Literally ever. Yeah.
Explain it.
Okay. Remember when just 15 minutes ago I was telling you the whole thing about tone of voice?
Yes.
I think that applies to all kinds of music that I'm listening to today. The tone of voice, how in control the crafting of the song is something that I'm starting to appreciate more and more now. If you want to make songs that are just jump, and just one sample I chop up 1.5 seconds of it and bam, 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 just bang it back to back. Very good if you are in touch with the vibe and in touch with the feeling that the listeners want. Very good example I can give you of that is Slipknot. The best example I can give you of that is Slipknot.
Explain.
Is Slipknot without snuff?
What do you mean without snuff?
Would Slipknot be Slipknot without snuff? Would they be Slipknot without vermilion? Would they be Slipknot without circles?
No.
This is my problem with JPEG Mafia.
Because he doesn't have his
No,
snuff on
because
this
he
album?
doesn't know how to show the illusion that he's already built, which is, I have musical talent. Show it. Do it. Do your thing for 90% of the album. But show it. Remember what, man, when I say you're not going to make it on anyone's top 5 list, what I'm not trying to say that as a jab, because that's my aspiration. That may not be his aspiration. What does my dream have to do with his dream?
Okay.
So I'm saying that to say, if someone is listening to this that is inspired by that route, which there are a couple people that I know who I've been following for years, artists that are on YouTube, where each of his music video gets no more than 400 views. And he's dropped around 150 music videos. And I spoke to this guy. This is just a random artist that I met off of YouTube, like on comments or something. And we had that conversation as well, where I was taking his feedback. I showed him our songs. I was like, man, give me your feedback. And I was giving him mine. His name is Aerospace, AIRO space. Check him out. And I said the exact same thing to him, where, yes, do all the noise and the feeling and the vibe and the energy of Slipknot.
But that's his sound. Okay.
Do that.
Yeah.
But remember that what you're trying to do, which is what he was saying to me, something about commercial success, and he was speaking about all that. I was saying, if you want to do that, then don't forget the entirety of this separate target audience that you've just left aside. That's my problem. That was my problem with him, and that's my problem with JPEG Mafia as well.
But no, because that's his sound, that's his target. You don't have to, for example, Khalid does not need to worry about Young Thug fans or Travis Scott fans. That's his sound. All of his sound is the same, but he does it so well, and that's him.
Oh, then we need to have a different conversation, which is, does JPEG Mafia care about commercial success in today's hip hop scene?
You know who JPEG Mafia is, right?
Yes, but I also know.
Then he's famous.
I didn't say famous though.
Then
I said commercial success.
If you know him, then he's commercially successful. Maybe not at the same level as these guys here, right? But he does his sound. People love it. He has his crowd. I don't get that. But I know Aerospace. What does that have to do with that? Yeah, but I don't know who that is, and most people
so you're
don't.
saying if you know someone, he's commercially successful?
Yeah, you here. We've always said that. If you've heard of an artist all the way from, if you heard of them here, then they've already made it wherever they are.
Okay, so when we used to have that conversation, I used to talk about not when we've heard of them here.
Then who?
When Dubai has heard of them.
People know who JPEG Mafia is.
Okay.
Okay.
You think so?
I think so.
In Dubai?
Yeah. You want to call someone? Don't go share. Don't go share.
Okay.
Look, yeah. Guys, I'll see you in 2 weeks when he calls me telling me he loves this album so much. Stay tuned. To explain, this is a common thing. Where he listens to the album for the first time and says, "What is this trash?" And then
so there is a difference though. Like I've done that with Black. I think the best example. I even did that with Astroworld.
Yeah, and this goes on.
Yes, but if you remember, I didn't trash them. I used to say it's not for me.
Okay.
This one, I see clear flaws in it. I didn't see flaws with Black. I said, not for me. That's it. It's cool. It is good, but it's not for me.
All right.
With this guy, the problem that I see is, and that's what I'm trying to highlight, he is all Slipknot without vermilion. This is my... And the thing is, again, look, normally I would never even speak about this. You and I would never have this conversation. We'd speak about JPEG Mafia. Oh, cool. I'd be like, nah, I didn't like it much. Okay, cool. Whatever. We'll move on. But again, podcast.
Yes,
so
I wanted to speak about it because I really liked it. And I didn't expect a 360 from you. So
180, you mean?
360. Because you'll come back. We're at the 180. You'll come back to the 360. See you in 2 weeks.
Maybe a different set of songs.
Yes.
Not these songs. Not these songs. This is what I heard. Nah, man. When I asked you, do you think that he cares about commercial success in today's day and age? Again, look. If you like it, good, enjoy it. My job, and I take this as a job, is to say what I saw the flaws and the gaps were. And me being so deeply involved in the little tiny things.
Also, you didn't hear the whole thing.
Okay, when I said I heard 20 minutes, no, I actually heard the whole thing.
Okay.
There was one song that could pass as music.
Why? Why are you choosing violence today?
Look, again, man. The LOX.
Okay.
The LOX.
Yes. All right, fine. Go on.
On Tiny
Go
Desk.
on, yes.
All right. I am this. If you want to know what this vibe is all about, what is this energy all about? It's because there are very few people that can come outside and remind me of why I fell in love with this thing.
Yes.
Called music. And Jadakiss is one of them.
Yeah. Shout out to Maza Khalil.
Jadakiss is truly one of the maybe 4 or 5 people that in the world that when they come out, I want to cry. And the reason why I want to cry is I'm like, man, this is why I fell in love with music. When I listen to the clarity, when I listen to the attitude, when I listen to
his character and his voice,
man,
yeah,
it makes me emotional, man. It makes me emotional because it's like I think it's very hard if you've loved something or someone and watched them die in front of your eyes. I think you'll relate to me because that's what I feel when LOX come out. And then I'm listening to JPEG Mafia. I'm like, what is this?
Why do you even put him in? Okay, fine.
No, see, that's the thing. Why do I put him there? Is because
he's in the same. Yes, I know. Yeah,
yes.
They're both in the same field.
Not just they're in the same communities, man.
Yeah. I know.
There are people who have. We used to have this conversation. I used to have this with one of our boys, Brandon. With his dad, I used to have this conversation about. So Brandon's dad, old school hard rock fan, loves metal as well. He appreciates it. But there were times I remember that we used to play Bullet in the car, or we used to play Slipknot. And he'd be like, no. And he'd put on Thin Lizzy. He'd be like, listen to this, trying to educate us. And the response would always be, here, listen to all these things I hate by Bullet from a Valentine, the song. Listen to all these things I hate by Bullet from a Valentine. And be like, okay. Here, listen to Vermilion. And be like, okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Today's artists, today's modern hip-hop superheroes are those, whether future stars, that's a FIFA reference, whether future stars or today's heroes, which I would say JPEG Mafia probably future stars. Like he has, I think from what I've observed, he has like a lot of loyalty from the youth, from the younger generation. I'm so adamant, and I'm not trying to sound like a old grumpy uncle.
A
little bit. I'm sounding like it, I'm sure, but I'm trying not to, because what I'm trying to say is, bro, please give them their Vermilion that they can come and shut me up with.
Yeah, but probably JPEGMAFIA is not the guy to give you Vermilion.
But he can. That's what I'm saying. But he can.
I'm with you. I think, yes, he has the caliber, I think.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because again, look, as much as I'm trashing this
But
album,
then again, songs like Vermilion, Circles, for those who don't know these songs by Slipknot, I highly recommend.
yeah.
Lock the door, turn the lights off, do what you need to do.
Even
But-
something like Dead Memories, till we die.
Yeah. So maybe, do you think the time in his life hasn't come for him to make Circles? Because these songs don't just come out, if you know what I mean. Jay-Z didn't make 444 until his later years for a reason.
You know a song called If I Had by Eminem?
If I had,
Yeah. If I had $1 million.
yeah.
He made that when he was 26.
Yeah, but he's always been in that place.
He made Stan when he was 28.
Okay.
So
I
no,
know-
you're sorry, I have to cut you off.
Yes.
I'm not trying to tell you, oh, look at Eminem.
Yeah. A little bit.
No, please. If that's what you got, then let me clarify. That's not my point. I'm only replying to you saying the whole age thing where he's not there.
No. I don't mean age. I mean place. Place in life. Like a song like Circles, a song like Snuff. Outside of Slipknot, a song like I by Kendrick. A song like what's The Prayer by Linkin Park. These songs don't. The idea is not that they come at a certain age. They come at a certain time in your life.
Do you believe that true music,
Yes.
high quality music,
Yes,
must come out of the soul?
of course. That is like music to me is a vocalized language of the soul. I'll put it like that.
Technically speaking.
Yes.
Actually,
It's not technically no, but yes.
yeah. Oh no, I'm saying technically
Yeah.
speaking for my next question.
Yes.
Forget whether I like it, you like it, whatever. Technically speaking, JPEGMAFIA,
Yes.
musician, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. No one can argue that.
Yeah.
Truly a musician.
Yes.
If you're a true musician who has actually made it to the level that you've already made it at,
Yeah.
I struggle to believe that unless you are someone like Ice Spice who is boosted by external factors, which
Hey, did you call that external factors?
yeah,
All right.
not.
I'm just,
yeah, unless you're someone of that sort, which is boosted by external factors,
Yes.
which I think, in his defense, I don't think JPEGMAFIA is that.
Yes.
He's not boosted.
Yes.
No, that he's carrying his own weight.
Yeah, of course.
So if you're someone who has made it that far, you cannot tell me that you've made it without music coming out of your soul.
To be fair to him, in his defense, defending him even from me and you, have we heard his entire discography? Because he's in a place now where you could say that he has made it in the music scene. And usually that takes a song or two for him to pop off like that. Whether it's a big commercial one or is it something that's more heartfelt and personal, whichever it is. But I'm pretty sure, at least I can speak for myself, I haven't heard his entire discography to like literally sideline him for someone who hasn't made that type of music you're talking about.
Do you know the Hunting Party by Linkin Park?
Yes.
The album?
Yeah.
If someone just heard the Hunting Party and then they said, oh, this band's too heavy for my liking,
Yes.
I'd be like, no, man, you're judging too quick. Listen to any other album. And then he goes and he listens to Minutes to Midnight, he listens to Shadow of the Day, and he's like, oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, there's something for someone else.
Yep.
So one album, you're right. I will stand with you on that point.
Yeah.
We shouldn't judge an artist off of one album.
Yes.
But with him, it's not this one project that I've heard.
No, but I'm saying you're looking for those songs, right? You're looking for that musician songs.
On an album, yes.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe this album's direction is not the direction you want. Maybe that is the full direction of it. An album doesn't have to diverge in certain ways the way you want.
Yeah, but I said that from the beginning. These are my dreams.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I admit that before I even start rambling.
Yeah, okay.
Which is
So we're talking about this album by JPEG Mafia.
Yes, exactly.
We're not putting him under the microscope, his entire discography, because to be fair, we haven't heard his entire one. We're only speaking about this album.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, we're speaking about this album. I was kind of also trying to paint an image about him.
Yes.
But if only we're speaking about this album, that's all I'm going to say, which is if you're going to give me 6 songs back to back, all of which have that same groove over and over and over again, and which I know that, okay, this is music that's made for a different kind of energy, that's when I'll be like, okay, man, maybe you should really, really invest some time into listening to what these people that inspired you, what did they do? Really go and check it out. Because, and I have this, by the way, with a lot of hip hop acts that are trying to put in rock and metal into.
I really like it, by the way.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, please go. I'm requesting, please go invest some time into actually listening to what was the sentiment behind these albums. Go listen to All Hope Is Gone, and I'm trying to understand why is it called All Hope Is Gone. Just trying to understand that. Instead of just going and looking at, at Rock 'em Ring, when Spit It Out came out, the crowd lost it. So I need that energy.
Yeah, but if you look at sampling in general, what's the most common sound that's being sampled? Like era / genre.
Man, I don't think there's one answer to that.
No, but like what's when you think of sampling in hip hop, what's a sound that pops in your mind?
70s, 80s.
Yeah, like soul, R&B,
jazz, yeah.
Yeah, jazz. And what are they doing with these samples?
Who's they? See, because what Cole is doing is he's making wet dreams.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about in general. Like,
in general, that's what I'm saying.
These songs are not talking about anything or giving you the same feeling as what these jazz songs were about.
I disagree more than I can express. Listen to Duckworth.
Then don't express. Okay.
When you listen to Duckworth.
Yeah, obviously there's good examples, but there's also a lot of examples that go on the opposite direction.
I can give you 10 good examples. Can you give me 3 bad ones?
No, I can't. Top of my mind, no, I can't.
Top of my mind, I can give you 10 good examples.
All right.
So what I'm trying to say is, look, if maybe the same message is not there. When I go and there's a song called any song, any say 70s track that is picked up and it's sampled. Okay, that song was talking about. Let's say this song was talking about heartbreak, and then The Game puts it on a song called Like Father Like Son,
yes,
where he's talking about when his girl gave birth to his first child. Obviously not the same sentiment, but he's understanding what is the sound and what is the sound saying to me and what do I need to say on top of it. There's that type of, we spoke about this. Where is talent in music is the creative direction.
So just to like twist this around a little bit for
Please.
You. Don't you think there's a lot of talent and vision to take a sample, take a sound, and use it in a completely different way?
First of all, I love it when you try and twist things.
Yes.
I find when I watch back our podcast, that's my most fun part is when you actually try to twist things.
But yeah,
I love
fine.
it.
Yeah, okay.
Do I see that there's talent? 100%. 100%. I've never been against that.
No. I'm not saying you were against. I'm saying, like, me personally, I think there's a better vision, not a better, like you're a better visionary for you to take something and turn it and see something completely different.
Yes.
I find that to be a lot more impressive than taking a sample that says, "Oh, you hurt my feelings," and then you make a song about hurts feelings. That is. So, like, okay, that's cool and all, but if you take a song and then you flip it on its head, 180, and make something completely different feeling and all, that to me is
which you and I are saying the same thing. That was
No,
literally
because you were hating on the fact that he's taking the sound and then
Okay, look, you and I are saying the same thing. Taking a sample and then doing something with it that is out of the norm, that isn't like the obvious way to go. Of course, there's talent in that. And this is what the example that I was giving you of the game. When he took that sample, and then on that sample, he spoke about the birth of his first child.
yeah.
I do see talent in that. My main point is, again, this is subjective. This is me saying, I know these are my dreams. I know that these are my aspirations. And this is my benchmark of what makes a good album. So for that, I'm saying, so when I said, the whole thing about JPEGMAFIA not being top 5, I'm speaking from me and people like me. That's it. I'm not saying generally. Obviously, there are people who think everyone is top 5. You know. So,
especially after your last rant about don't follow what everyone does and have your own. Yes. Lesson well taught.
I wish. I think there are. Based on my benchmark. Based on what I like to listen or what I like to call a good album.
Yes.
This does not even come close to that point because of the repetition, because of you not exploring, you not going. And the thing is, look, again, it's an illusion because you'll say that, look at the creative direction on these songs. They're like so all over the place and this and that. That's the illusion. That's the illusion that is there's exploration happening. Let me make my point this way. If you keep doing something that is offbeat all the time, then it's no longer offbeat. You get what I mean?
Yes, I get what you mean.
That's my problem with this album. Especially considering it's an album.
Yeah. And because it's a subjective thing, I can't argue with that anymore. It's just because, I don't know, every song that came on, I was excited to hear. I was always like, I really enjoyed every song that came on. And again, because it's subjective, I can't argue with it.
But okay, right now instead of trying to argue it,
yes.
What does it meet your benchmark of a good album? What is your benchmark of a good album? Because what it's sounding like to me, sorry, I'll just clarify and then you can go off.
Okay.
What I'm hearing is that you're listening to a bunch of good songs.
Yes, yes.
Where I'm judging it as an album.
Yes, it doesn't, like we have a standard, I think we have like a very similar checklist of what a good album is. One is the story, even the artwork plays a really, really big part into it. And the continuation of it is also really important. It doesn't always mean that the sound needs to be continuous. That's not what that means. It's more of is there a story? Are you leading me somewhere? I understand. So in that sense, it fails on some points.
On which one does it not fail?
On which one does it not fail? It kept me excited. I wanted to listen to song by song. I didn't feel like it was one of those I don't feel like I needed to skip anything. But not in the same sense where we normally listen to albums and it's because there's a continuing story. Not because of that. So maybe that's why I enjoyed it. It caught my attention, but not in a story. So fine. I agree with the whole, it's a bit repetitive, but yes and no.
The thing about you being excited to listen to it,
yes,
I can respect that. But you saying the benchmark of a good album is that I didn't want to skip anything, I don't know about that. But that's what I'm hearing. That it sounds like there were a bunch of good songs that you didn't want to skip.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. If that's what your benchmark is.
So what I was trying to say, like long story short, what I'm trying to say is we both agree normally on what makes a good album. Generally, we have the same like checklist. And this doesn't pass if we use that checklist. but I enjoyed the songs on it.
Got it. So you think they're good songs, but this is not a good album. Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to, because I really enjoyed it. So I don't want to say it's a shit album because it wasn't a shit album. It's not an amazing album. There's a lot of good songs, but it is in an album. So I can't say it's a bad album because all the songs are good. So how could I call it a bad album if every song sounds good?
Got it. This album made me appreciate Tyler, the Creator, a lot more than I already do. This album made me have so much respect for Tyler. Because JPEG Mafia today sounds, again, when I listen to, because I am a fan of the creators, when I listen to these albums, when I listen to these songs, when I listen to, I don't like this in my shot.
All right.
I want the green thing.
There's no labels or anything. I removed the label. It's not sponsored.
It's not sponsored. Is that why you removed it?
Yeah, that's why I removed it because I'm like, yo, I don't want them to know which type of water I'm drinking. It's laced, it's spiked. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Who knows?
No, I know it's not. It isn't. Yeah, so I was
Drink Prime. No, fuck that.
Yo, what the flip? The switch up from no sponsor to just sponsoring.
No, I'm not about that life. I've never tried it, by the way. Anyway, sorry.
I've tried this sugar water.
Yeah, go on. I'm not gonna argue about everything. Just like whatever you say, I'm like, no, that's fine. That's fine. We can move on. Where were we?
This is why I love this podcast. It's because every single sentiment is argued.
Yeah.
But that's what I think makes it fun.
I don't care what you okay.
I don't care what you think makes fun. Tyler, the Creator.
Yes.
I was saying this made me respect Tyler, the Creator so much. It's because when I listen to albums or songs, when I listen to artists, I'm not just listening to what you've given me as a product. That's it.
Yeah.
This most probably is because I am not just the audience. I am also a creator. I'm also someone who is spending all his time trying to learn about how to make this better, how to step up my own caliber of production or whatever. When I listen to JPEG Mafia, his headspace sounds like Odd Future. It sounds to me like what Tyler was doing. Again, sonically, I'm not trying to compare. I'm not trying to compare none of that. But the attitude, the headspace, like what kind of things are being talked about.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yes. And now when I listen to Tyler and then I see, man, the switch up when he was like, oh, you guys think I can't do this. And then he went and did that pop album.
Yes.
I guess that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to poke JPEG Mafia the way Tyler got poked.
And the reason why I'm defending him is because in today's releases, like with the music we're getting nowadays, I find what he's doing refreshing. At least there's a sound. He's on the path that I like. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Like he's doing something. He's doing what he wants, is what it feels like. And I like it. That's why I'm defending him, basically.
Anyway, I'm done with JPEG Mafia.
All right.
Unless you had something else to say.
No, I'm ready to hit on the next person.
All right. So I don't know why I wrote it like that.
What?
I wrote Cardi B announces new baby.
No, because that's not the crazy bit. The crazy bit is that she announced that her and Offset are getting a divorce on the same day, I think. How are you announcing your baby and your baby daddy on the same day? Like, I'm having a new baby, but getting rid of this one. Like, what? I know we live in two different worlds, like with different, I don't know, like moral values, let's say.
Yeah.
To us, it's strange, you know?
Yeah.
Like, all right, if that's your, I mean, she's good. Yeah. Do you? But
it is kind of funny.
I didn't even know that was her third baby. I didn't even know she had a second baby.
Yeah.
That explains. If you're having three babies, and because we were saying last time she hasn't dropped an album in 6 years.
Yeah.
Girl, do you focus on the important stuff?
Yeah, focus on family and all of that. Anyway,
well, apparently not, because she's Offset. Get the fuck out.
No, but maybe that's her focusing on herself.
Yeah, it is. Because she was like, it's nothing serious. Like it's not like a major event. It's just like we've kind of grown apart, basically.
Yeah. No, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for you keeping people around you that keeps you healthy. And if not, then just
I swear
your
this is probably an album rollout. Hate me for it. This is an album rollout. Yo, man. Hey.
yeah. After seeing what Big Sean and all them doing,
Today, everything is an album rollout. You know, like in Muay Thai, we say, have you heard of the term conditioning? Conditioning.
Yeah.
Right. So like, so as a joke, we say if you hit your shin on the side of the bed frame, it's conditioning. If you get hit by a car, that's conditioning. Same thing. Nowadays, it feels like anything that goes down, that's our album rollout. That's what it is.
I really hope not. I hope not, man.
Can I say something crazy?
Yeah, go. I'll beep it up.
In 9 months, she's gonna give birth and it's just be like, album. Joking, there was no baby. I was just cooking this album for 9 months.
I'm reminded of that album cover, the goat.
Yeah, there you go. She's just gonna make the goat 2.0.
Oh my god.
Put him back in. Put him back in.
We don't want.
You can use the idea if you want.
Dude,
Yeah.
really,
Yes.
how good is that performance?
Which performance?
The LOX. The one performance that we should all be talking about.
It was very good. Like I said, like I heard, like I know. What's his name again?
Who? Who are you talking about? Jadakiss?
Yes, Jadakiss.
Oh,
Yes.
What's his name again?
I don't like, you know, when you have a moment, you know, yeah. It's yeah. That's hip hop. That's what it sounds like. That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like, and I love it. And one thing that I did notice is what I was saying earlier about like now you don't get punished for sounding the same. So there's like this standard like draft of this is what the beat is and this is what you're gonna do and go on and have some fun. Listening to this and you hear all these elements that are going on behind it's unbelievable. Like the orchestra that comes in, maybe because it's a live performance and you had individuals playing it, it sounds a little bit more grand than normal.
Yeah.
But like there's the layering and it's just
Yo,
this is hip hop.
man, and when I was saying that there are a few people that when they come out, I'm so happy and I'm so emotional at the same time because I'm reminded of what I fell in love with when I was young.
Yeah.
This isn't okay. This is not me trying to sound a lyrical miracle about it, because I didn't actually fall in love with Jadakiss or LOX when I was young. Actually, I got onto the LOX quite late.
Yeah,
I got onto the LOX very, very late.
Yeah, because it's before us anyways. And
yeah, but by that I mean even after I was into hip hop,
yes,
I wasn't into the LOX.
yeah, because to be fair, when we got into hip hop, what is it, like 2002, 2003 ish?
Somewhere there.
You know what albums were coming out in that time?
Yeah.
Like, we came in and it was like Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Eminem, all these guys were dropping albums like their prime albums.
Yeah.
You think you were gonna listen to anyone else at the time?
Yes, but also what I'm trying to say is later. So after
You realized.
then we start to learn about older artists, right?
Yeah.
Even then, I didn't catch on to the LOX.
Okay.
So I caught on to the LOX, I think in like 2017, man.
Apologize.
I'm sorry to everyone.
No, one guy specifically.
Who?
Mazda Khalid.
No. He's Dipset. Y'all stay over there. After that verses, y'all stay over there, like at the other corner of the room. Don't be coming here. Did Dipset do Tiny Desk?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Okay. So
Just remember what you said before we started this.
what did I say before we started this?
When you played the Justin Timberlake Tiny Desk.
What did I say?
Bleep this part. I'm all about.
That is getting bleeped.
Yes. Because I was confused. I was like, what are you about to play? And then you play Justin Timberlake. And I was like, okay. I guess it is Memphis. Okay.
Oh my God. No. That was
I know,
obviously.
I know.
Trolling.
Whoosh. It is an election year.
Oh my God.
Just give me some context.
Now they're gonna get what I was saying.
No,
Okay. No. Oh, then you played Timberlake.
Look,
Anyway.
the more you drag this on, the worse it gets. Move on.
Moving on. So yes, I was saying the LOX. So I caught onto them quite late. Yeah. I was exposed to the genius of Jadakiss maybe 17.
Yes.
Okay. Also, notice how I caught that on so late. Maybe the same thing happens with Prince. So you need to change that
Actually,
narrative.
you're right. I feel like by the time we're like 45-ish, you're gonna be all about Prince.
I'm all gonna be all about Prince.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, I was saying there are very few artists now that remind me of the love that I had for music. Even though I didn't listen to Jadakiss when I was young, but I fell in love with music not because of songs or genre or the vibe or the feeling. The first thing that attracted me towards it was exclusively the craftsmanship. Exclusively and only that. That was the number one thing that I was amazed at. I was amazed at how can someone do this? How is one person able to come up with something like this and then join it and let it sit so tight? I remember since I'm young, I've always had heightened senses.
All right, Spidey, go on.
By that I mean, our Spidey, go on. By that I mean usually like scents make a lot of. Anyway, so hearing is another thing that I was able to listen to things when I was young. I remember showing my mom as well some things and songs that she used to listen to, and I was like, "Did you notice this?" And she was like, "No, I didn't notice this." So when I used to listen to all of that, I used to be like, "Oh my goodness," like the effort, the amount of detail that goes into this.
Yeah.
In that, so I developed that love based on craftsmanship. I grow older, I start trying to do it myself. And that's when I realize the difference between listening to Jadakiss just like that and then try and have the control that he has on his voice.
Yeah.
Try and mimic that. Try to have that. That is the best natural compressor I've heard in my life.
Even better than Lloyd Banks?
That is the best natural compressor I have heard.
Even better than Lloyd Banks?
Yeah. I think him and Nas top 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Best
Nas
natural,
definitely,
best natural compressors of all time.
also Eminem. Come on.
You're gonna hate me with this.
No, I mean,
I think he's really about it.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like
look, as a vocalist,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say he's the best vocalist of all time,
obviously not.
but I think there is no better vocalist than Eminem.
Wait, you just said what?
I'm not gonna say he's the best vocalist of all time.
Yes.
I don't think technically. You're not
gonna say he's the best vocalist of all time, but you're not gonna say he's not the best vocalist of all time.
Yes. I don't think there's a better technical vocalist than Eminem. Whoever is your best vocalist
In his genre.
Whoever is your best vocalist,
Yes.
technically speaking,
Yes.
is at a very similar level to Eminem. If you want to get into
It's
it,
a
I
bit
don't
hard
mind.
to judge. It's a little bit difficult to measure because of hip hop's not monotone, but it's not as the range is not the same as some of these singers. Like there's you use power, you use multiple octaves when you sing and rap and hip hop. There's a lot of elements, but I don't know. I feel like it's very not unfair, but it doesn't feel like a fair comparison.
You're absolutely right. Not a fair comparison because of certain things such as dynamic range, certain things such as the octaves that Corey Taylor is hitting.
Yeah, that's like the whole time. I'm just like when you talk about him, I'm just like Corey.
Right?
Yeah.
But what if I told you
Yes.
that the vocal range of Eminem is more than Corey Taylor?
I'll say stop sucking his dick.
No, I'll say to you that, okay, hold up. So, but I'm not sharing an opinion with you.
Yeah, but since when? This is the first time I ever hear like what is it?
Okay. I'm
Best
saying
vocalist.
technically,
Yes.
whoever is your favorite vocalist.
Okay,
technically-
wait. Favorite vocalist or the best vocalist? Because also, like, you just like trashed an unbelievable list of artists that are outside of hip hop and Corey Taylor.
by telling them that they're not better than Eminem.
Yeah,
That's me trashing them.
but by you saying he's better than, I don't know, Prince. No, I don't know. Give me names. I can't think of names. Like, I don't,
You know what? Let's make all of this much easier.
All right,
Hip hop vocalist.
fine.
Hip hop vocalist. Are there better hip hop vocalists than Eminem today?
Are we talking about technical terms or like?
No. What is vocalist? You know vocalist. What is it? Better than I know.
Jay-Z is like, Jay-Z's the guy, bro. I know he does. I know he's, but like.
So you think Jay-Z is a better vocalist?
No, I'm just saying, like aura. The guy, like his, because this whole thing started with like, let's say, control, voice control.
Yes.
That's what makes Jay-Z like unbelievable for me. And the guy is like, he cuts through so well. So does Eminem. But Jay has a little bit more aura, at least in my
But that's not. Who's a better vocalist?
I'm just trying not to say Eminem. That's what I'm trying
Why
to do.
though?
I don't know
because you hate him, bro.
no.
You know what? I should use your words when you stop and get off Jay-Z's dick, bro. The fuck?
Wow. There you
At
go.
least I can admit
That's
it.
how it feels like. I am admitting it.
And you know how you know that I'm not being defensive is when you said that he's good natural compressor. I told you actually, he's trash in that, in my opinion.
Damn. Okay, fine.
See, this is why I get all the hate from people. Because they think that I'm just like riding his dick when in reality, I'm speaking objectively. When I speak subjectively, I let you know.
Yeah.
This is an opinion. But when I'm saying something that's a fact, or not even saying that something that's a fact, I'm trying to argue the fact.
Yes.
Which is, to me, when I listen to it, if I was to objectively say who's the best hip hop vocalist today, I would say it's him.
Today.
Today. Okay. Alive. Yes.
Okay, I'm just repeating. I'm not forcing you to do
Okay.
it.
Well, love your opinions, bro. Thank you
Today.
so much. Before that podcast, you guys.
No. Okay, fine. Today, okay. I mean, besides Kendrick. No, besides Kendrick.
Yeah, I think Kendrick is equally as good.
Yes. Who else is doing? You
Chid's amazing.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He was it Genius or someone? I think it was Genius or Complex gave him a verse of the month on Eminem's album.
He deserves that.
Yeah.
What a verse,
He's
man.
probably still sweating at home.
Yeah. He's like, how have I done this? Really? No. All love to Jid, man.
Them three.
Crazy verse.
Them three, and you said you liked Ice Spice Delivery.
I think Ice Spice Delivery is good. I wouldn't put her top 200 even. Like, relax.
Yeah, but she's Miss Poopy. I think I need a diaper.
How many minutes do we have left?
3.5. Say 3. 3 minutes for her. 20 seconds to wrap up.
3 minutes for Ice Spice?
I mean,
Oh my God.
just to play the whole album,
Yeah, I went back and I listened to the Eminem album.
I thought you were gonna say you listen to the Ice Spice album.
No,
You need to listen to
man.
No, because I need.
songs. I heard songs.
Okay.
listen to the album.
because I need someone to help me justify the rating. Okay, yes, you said money. Okay, fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
Understood. Thank you. Move on.
I went back, I listened to the Eminem album.
Yes.
I think I still stand in my opinion. I don't like it that much. I think it's whatever.
Yeah.
And my biggest problem with that album, by the way, is the arc. I think that should have been the highlight of the album. You should have done the story in a very nice way. And what you said was sick, by the way, which is ending it at that.
Yeah, should have. I don't know what that extra stuff was for.
Girl, yeah. And the twist on if the letter to his daughter was from Slim, that would have been even a nicer twist, So again, I'm music to be murdered by.
Did you see the interview he did in Complex with himself?
No. I saw him like a couple seconds of it. I thought it was kind of corny.
Yeah, it was very corny. I don't know what that was like.
Yeah.
His AI younger self is weird.
Yeah.
It's not the real thing. And him now, he's just a
He's turning into Uncle Marshall. He's such an uncle now.
Yeah.
So it wasn't for me. But yeah, so I was saying I went back to listen to the album, didn't feel it, but while listening to it is when I realized that As a vocalist,
Yeah.
untouchable.
All right, leave your comment and like and leave a comment below if you think Ice Spice is a better vocalist than Eminem.
And once you're done typing, just unsubscribe, unfollow me on Instagram if you are.
Yeah.
Delete my number if you have it, and like never speak to me again. Yeah.
Okay.
Love you.